I don't have this key again. Why are they
What
acting up
happened?
like this? So I created a key on Stripe, right?
On Stripe.
The secret. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
What happened?
they only give you access to view it once. So I can't view it again.
Oh.
So I don't want to discard it. I'm trying to see if I saved it somewhere. I'm trying to
Okay.
keep track of the dates when I created it, so I can remember.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, uh, I just have to create another one. So I have to save this one properly. Okay. So it's not what I used. So it's actually funny that but let me see. How not I sent to this version? Um, hmm. Okay, I've gotten it.
Programmer.
Thank God.
Programmer. Programmer.
I just find where I get it.
Programmer. And now.
Ah, cool. You have to find where I kept the key actually.
Ah, um,
Okay, copy this. Alright, we're good to go. Can throw this guy out. This LF. Just
let me try to fix this thing. Okay. Hmm.
okay. Okay, let me commit my changes here and push.
I'm here. Oh. Good evening. Yeah? Sorry, are you talking to me? Okay. Yeah? What's up? I'm not talking to you. No, 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 no. Can't you hear me? Yes, yes, yes. Your your voice is there. To me. I'm using my phone. Don't worry, Jerry. Uh, I've reduced it. Can you see it? Okay. Yeah, yeah, it's clear, it's clear. Yes. Okay, let me mute. Huh? Okay, okay, okay. That's true. I can remove it. Okay. Huh? How do I do this? Okay. Can you still hear me? I've muted myself.
On OBS, abi?
Yes, yes.
Better. Just for confidentiality, I mean,
Yes, yes,
they
yes.
entrust you with yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so actually, what Dave is saying is that, if you're using rule-based now, rule-based recommendation works with um keywords. You understand? And we necessarily don't want to use keywords. Do you get? So if we don't want to use only keywords, then we have to integrate the AI for recommendation. Like for instance now, some people might not call it event. Some people might call it maybe another name that is similar to events. So if you are using the normal keyword, you understand, and events is not there, you just take it as a no. But if the AI understands semantics in sense of it understand that event is close to maybe I don't know any other name that we can call event. You understand? So for that recommendation engine, it will use its semantic capability to be able to gain insight, to draw out insight to give the users, and not the system using heuristic um, strategies by just using keywords or just there's no there's nothing like it's just too straightforward. You understand? I think so. That's what David is trying to say. So we have to, yeah, okay. So you want it to be keyword based, right? Yeah. Then we still have to use the recommendation. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's the AI recommendation engines. Like look at how YouTube recommendation engine works. That's the AI. You understand? That's semantics. So that was asking if you want it to, because there are two ways to build recommendation. If you want it to be fixed and if you want it to go through semantics. Like for instance, YouTube uses semantics. I think Facebook and Instagram, all of them, they use semantics. You understand? So, but if it's fixed, yeah, continue. Yes. So that's so yes, they're going to work hand in hand. Do you get what do you recommend? What the AI needs at the end is the result of the script, like anything script. So yes, it's going to continue. Okay, so yes, exactly. So what it does is that if it's like for events close to you, so what the AI will do is that for your personal information, right? It gets results from the script results. So it tries to perform the distance, embedding, whatever. So if the distance is close, you understand, that means it is aligning to something like what you want. You understand? So like for instance, you're in London, London, you're interested in London, you like just night parties and things like that, right? So yeah, for the script results, look for anything that is similar to that. Maybe there's a night pattern at this particular time and it's in London and everything. And or if it's not in London, it can even recommend something close to London. It might not be specifically London. Maybe you might want to, you understand. That's where the semantics, exactly. That's where the semantics come in. So it's not specifically using strict London. So, sometimes you might want to be like, well, let me check for other options, right? And this one is close to me, then why can't I not just go there? So the AI will be intelligent enough to understand those things and draw it to you and then recommend it to you. Yes, so yeah, so that's where the so yes, actually, so that's where the bottleneck is, you understand? Because I was saying that the more of data engineering, because we don't know how many users and we don't know how many queries it's going to be making. So it has to be making how would I say targeted queries, not just anyhow queries. So now to make if for say we have like 5,000 or 10,000 users, The question is, how many times would they be getting this particular result first? That question. Like, is it once per day or every or anytime there's update? Because if it is anytime there's update, then that means that scraper must be running 24/7, which might be very, very expensive. No, it's possible. It's possible, but it'll be expensive. Okay, okay. So if we wanted to run it in a day, we set continue. Okay, okay. So if we want, yeah, yeah, yes, actually, it's possible because the issue is for us to do the cost. We need to know how bulky the data is. Maybe we should use expensive tools like Airflow in data engineering, or we just need to set cron jobs. You understand? So if it is something that it's bulky data that we'll be getting there, we would have no choice than to set our job to run maybe at specific times in a day using Airflow. You understand? So for the cost, you said it might not be that really crazy for the cost since it's batch, but I'll work on it and maybe get back to you guys on how it could be. But also I want to know like the possible how large data could be. Like I mean, for each request that is made, how large could it be? Okay, the data exactly. Yes, yes. Yes, no problem. Thank you. Then also I want to ask one question. Yeah, I want to ask one question. So the question I want to ask is, for instance, now we want to get events. Let's say the person wants to do the event. Has Romeo been able to write the algorithm or the API to get those things, like the maybe events or whatever or anything, or are we just doing random Google search that will just scrape the best results from Google on that? Or so if it's that, that means we don't really need to do crazy. Yeah, I thought we wanted to get from maybe Google or anywhere. Oh, okay, okay. So if it's that, then that means that's where this one will come in. That means we have to write something to do. Okay, thank you. Ah, don't delete it yet, too. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.